Welcome, welcome, all my HEPS friends around the world. You are in Paris with ChantalTV. We are broadcasting here live from Paris, and this show is called Around the World with ChantalTV. And today I'm going to introduce you virtually to a few of my best friends around the world. And if you want to participate in the communication, please go to heps.tv. You can read all the comments. I see already a lot coming here on the left, so I will just wait with answering that. But good evening, everybody. Thank you, Danielle. I just got a super clap. And I'm going to introduce you to one of my very nice friends from New Zealand, the place where I lost my heart, because that's also where my husband is from. Let me introduce you guys to the lovely Louise Poppy.
Kia ora, everybody. Kia ora. Oh, Miriam,
Kia ora, Louise.
Kia ora. Welcome
Thank
to
you so much for
Aotearoa.
joining.
Thank you, Chantal. Thank you for the opportunity to have a chat with you again. We're getting good at this.
Again,
Yes.
we do sometimes some chats outside of a live broadcast. This is actually the first
everybody.
one. This is the first time in a broadcast, I think.
It is, yes. I'm a bit shy usually, but I agreed to this one. So, hi,
But
everybody.
you look beautiful, Louise.
Ooh,
You're like absolutely like with the Christmas tree, the beautiful red lipstick. Amazing.
I was hoping to broadcast from the beach, but it's raining here. It's not very nice, so I wouldn't have had a nice backdrop. So I'm in the local shopping centre, and I'm down in the Bay of Plenty, which is about 3 hours from where I live. I've got whānau or family here, so I've come down for my auntie's 94th birthday, which happens to be today. After this, I'm picking her up and I'm whisking her off for coffee.
So we're not going to join you there then.
Oh, you're welcome to join us.
Hey, but Louise, let's say quickly hello to some of our guests from all around the world, because I see
Daniel, yes, Stacey, Maria, kia ora, ciao, hola, everybody.
I think we can even highlight a little. You see there, Maria says hello from Palma.
Yes.
I see Holly is saying hello to you. Jimmy from California, USA.
Oh, Jimmy, fantastic, Jimmy.
Hey, but I'm first going to ask you now a few questions, because, of course, I'm going to ask you everything nobody dared to ask you before in a live stream. But anyway, first, tell us exactly what your live streams are about.
My live streams are mostly about travel or food. So I'm by profession, if you like to call it profession, I'm actually a tour guide. So what I do is pick people up and I transport them to different locations, and we have a chat and we have a bit of fun. Of course, tourism is not happening at the moment, but I've been live streaming for 5 years, so it was sort of very natural then to take all of my tourism and my interests online. So I love just sharing where I am, involving you in what I'm doing. So I might be walking on the beach, I'm in a shopping centre now looking at kids playing on a slide, little birds are flying around me. There's always something happening that I love to share with you. Andrea, fantastic.
And you have if we look at your broadcast as well, you have favorite birds, if I'm right.
Oh, the gannets, yes. So so when I say now I'm a lost tour guide, but when I was not lost, I would take people, Jimmy's been there, I would take people out to the gannets, and we'd have a lovely time watching the birds fly around, which means I have this amazing interest. So I have a beautiful scarf here which has all the gannets on it. There's one right there, you can see the birds flying around. So the fabulous thing about travel is it becomes a hobby. It becomes the main interest in your life, and then from that you get a lot of sub hobbies like the birds or food, or there's always something. So your life is very, very broad and open, like a giant umbrella, and then you've got all of these little raindrops, all of these little pockets that house your interests, and that's what's the fantastic thing about travel. And
Yeah,
these days, yeah, you get that?
yeah. So you really have like created
Bees,
for
yes, yeah.
your for your viewers around the world
Ellen, we just
an
had Bird of the Year, yes, yeah.
oh, a
So
bird of the year.
we just had Bird of the Year, and the kakapo won the Bird of the Year. Um, Actually, I wanted a recount. I'm sure they did something in the ballot boxes because the kakariki should have won. The kakariki is the colour of my water bottle lid, and he's beautiful, and I wanted the kakariki. We didn't get the recount, so it's got to be the kakapo.
But did you collect some donations from your viewers, and are you gonna fight this? I mean, you can have a whole set of lawyers and
Yeah,
ask for
I
a
could.
recount. I
I
mean,
could.
I would do that. I would not give in.
We'll go with the
I would not
kakapo.
give in.
The kakapo, he's a flightless bird. He's beautiful as well. So, and he's endangered. So it is a good cause. So
Uh,
Julie, fantastic. Janet,
yeah,
your
I'm
lunch
so happy
folks.
that you can read all those comments as well. Which is
Yes, and I'm sorry, I'm sort of interrupting a little bit, but yeah,
yeah,
summer,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
fantastic, yeah.
Guys, I lost already control over this whole like interview, but that doesn't matter because Louise does great. But let me ask you something else. So
Jen,
as the whole world is very
Janet.
hard hit by the pandemic, it seems
Yes,
that New Zealand is continuing life as normal.
yes,
Um, but
virtually,
how
yeah,
did it?
almost.
Yeah, how did it really change for you your normal life?
So, normal life was very active. I was always out and about. I had a lot of work. And Mark, fantastic. Diane, awesome. Peter, Peggy. Oh, I was always out. Suddenly, everything just stopped. The
Yeah.
day we went into lockdown in New Zealand was the day I was supposed to be travelling to Japan. I had a tour organised, people coming to meet me in Japan. We were going to do a tour. I was going to be, my kids live in Japan. Life completely stopped. I had to stay home. So that's when every day I started doing lunch with Louise, and every day I cooked. So that really got me into the food. So that was how my life changed. From there, I've been able to really get my tours online, and I've developed a lot of other. I have a new website. I've got the newsletter that I'm sending out once every couple of weeks. I've really been able to take everything virtual. Yeah,
That is very, very
Daniel.
impressive. So what do you think what will happen with this virtual world or this virtual industry at the moment, like this pandemic will slow down? Do you think you can remarket that again?
I think remarket what I was doing. I think very, very slowly. I think a lot of people won't be confident to travel. Um, people are changing. People are spending more time at home. Virtual travel is beginning to take off. People want to join something for 30 minutes or an hour. It's a perfect way to, hey, what would be better than Christmas in New Zealand?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
30
would.
minutes under a Pahutakawa tree. There's lots and lots of new opportunities there. And that's what travel is all about. Travel has always been about a destination. And
Yeah,
it's getting to that destination, and it's easy for us now.
yeah.
Holly,
And
yeah,
how do you think that HAPS can
Gina.
help you with this?
Well, I think HAPS is amazing because for me, I am specifically going to showcase different things. So it's not going to be just let's go for a walk, have a walkabout. It's not going to be cooking. I'm going to be introducing specifics. So I'm planning to travel through to Rotorua tomorrow, which is where the geysers and all the thermal activity is, and I want to introduce things like this. So it's not going to be like a chat and a walk. It's going to actually be like almost not a doco, but almost just like a little introduction to people. Oh,
To
thank
people? Oh,
you.
you mean you are basically promoting Rotorua to the world?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly. Yes.
22 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
So
COVID vaccine, yes. But Andrea, so Qantas just announced that a COVID vaccine, actually, Qantas, well, I don't know, but I've heard a little bit about this. Qantas itself can't control this. It will have to be the government. So Qantas will put this forward, and then the government will have to make it a law. So yeah,
But what do you mean with making it a law? Like what is Qantas to travel to New
Qantas.
Zealand?
Well, they haven't actually said, but they're the first airline that's come out to say that anybody that boards their flights will have had to have a COVID vaccine. But yeah,
Ah,
but Qantas can't make that law. The government has to do it, the Australian government. So it needs a little bit more research there. But it's good
yeah,
that people are planning, thinking ahead. Of course, we've got a lot of people that don't want to take a vaccine as well.
yeah.
And, can I just say one thing? I think there's too many people in the world now that are saying, oh, yes, but a vaccine's coming, everything's going to be okay. It's not going to be okay. We've got to start now to knock it on the head. So the vaccine is the last resort. But, you want to travel, you want to live a normal life, keep that social distancing going, pop your mask on, wash your hands, be sensible.
Yeah, exactly. I already see that also we have Rosella, our next guest, in the back end. We let her wait for a little we let her wait for a little bit because I still need to ciao. I still need to ask some other questions to Louise. I also want to check out some questions and comments here on the side. Louise, let's check it out. So we said hello to Rosella,
Yes,
our
hello.
next
Yeah,
guest.
yeah.
I see here
Daniel, yeah.
Ellen, Peggy, Ricky. They are all from the YouTube community because I
Uh-huh.
also have like a YouTube following, which is fantastic. That's why I like HAPS because I can broadcast also on YouTube. Um, and they are very nice. Um, do you see any comments that we should highlight?
There's
Because I
Paula.
think
Hi, Paula. I'm seeing all these lovely people coming up. I can't. Yeah, I mean, we could spend the whole time just saying hi, ciao, Paula, hello.
we can spend the whole time exactly. But let me ask you the next question. But this is why we like hacks and we like live streaming and we like to go, like with the whole community and do this
Yes.
exchange with each other because then also it grows our communities because now I introduce you to mine and you are introducing me to yours and
Ron, fantastic. Yeah.
which is really amazing. But what will be the first location be when you will fly somewhere else around the world and why?
So, Shirley, well, of course, I will go to Japan. Not only do I love Japan, but my family, my whānau are all living there. I need to spend a little bit of time in Japan, so it will be Japan, but it will depend on the borders, of course, the New Zealand borders and the borders in Japan. That would be my first love, my first pick. Apart from that, I will probably go to one of the Pacific Islands. A little bit closer to home, Samoa, Rarotonga most probably. It's in
I
New Zealand. Yeah, it's part
Yeah,
of New
like a
Zealand. So
little
yeah,
island in the Pacific Ocean. I've been to
right.
Rarotonga. I loved it.
Yes,
I
yes, no, and the people are fabulous. And the city I live in is the largest Polynesian city in the world. So you step into into Hawaii even, or any of the Pacific Islands, it's very similar to where I live.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody here picks up on the fact that you mentioned Qantas and with the vaccine. So that is fantastic. And then I see people saying hello from Montreal, where my little heart is, of course, because that's where my
Yes,
daughter is.
bonjour Montreal. Yeah,
Bonjour Montreal.
yes,
Yeah.
Holly. Yeah,
And of course Auckland
she's
as
good.
well,
Yeah, she's great,
in New
Holly.
Zealand.
Yeah, yes,
Um,
yeah.
so Japan would be your first choice.
I've been visiting Japan since 1983. Chantal, I used to be in the clothing industry. Did I ever tell you that? For
Yeah.
22 years, I had a shop and I had a small workroom and girls working for me. We made clothes, and I employed girls that were probably, a little bit in need of work, maybe solo mums or something like that. I had a great little industry going, and I finished that in 1995. And then I got into, and I was visiting Japan regularly since 1983. So, my background is retail and clothing. So, which is
But
maybe a natural step.
do you speak Japanese?
A little bit squashy,
Squashy.
a little bit squashy, just enough that I can get around Japan, and I can order food, and it's enough. As a traveller, it's enough. It's always good to
Yeah.
have a little bit of another language,
Yeah,
of the
that's
language of the country you're visiting. That's really important.
no, that's true. Do
Vida,
you
I probably
guys
will.
have one? Yeah. Do you guys have one last question for Louise? Because
It was Ron, yeah, yeah.
also some comments and views from Reddit too. Yes, we
Oh,
have
Vida,
comments from
fantastic.
Reddit as well. Yeah, I love
Wow,
Reddit. This is what I
yeah.
think is great about Habs, because they're live on Reddit as well. We
Three
have Mike
alphabets, Maria, in Japan. Three alphabets. So, yeah.
and I love it how you are on a different conversation than me.
Yeah,
Like
sorry.
you're picking up comments and I'm
It's
picking
coming
up
up on the bottom
comments.
of my screen, but I just thought Maria says Japanese is so difficult, and I'm just saying yes. There are three different alphabets. So it's
Yeah.
yeah. One of them is quite easy to learn. So konnichiwa. Yeah.
Yeah, konnichiwa.
Mm, mm.
There's one question. Will you get the vaccine, Louise,
I
if it's
probably,
there?
I probably will. Because I have a responsibility as a tour guide, as a traveller. So I will. In fact, this year, because my trip to Japan was called off the day before I was supposed to fly. But this
Mm-hmm.
year, for the very first time, I had a flu vaccine. And the reason I did that was I wanted to show the family in Japan that I had actually thought about them, and I had done something that if things were going to get worse, I had done something not only to protect myself but also to protect them. So it was an unselfish reason that I had the vaccine, and I hate vaccines, but sometimes you need to do it for other people.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
also why I'm wearing a mask. I'm not really doing it for
Janet's asking
myself.
me, what's my website name? Okay, so I'll tell you it in New Zealand English first. It is zuzu.co.nz. And in American English, it is ZOU dot co.nz, because we pronounce the letters a little bit differently here. Z and
Yeah,
Z.
and guys, if you want to follow Louise, I just clicked on something. Yeah, it works. Let me just take your picture out for a second.
Yep.
Let me see if that works. Yeah, so Louise Poppy, it is on. Wait, I have to take myself out as well. Louise Poppy
Yep.
on Hex, and then you can all find your website and all that.
Yeah.
So let's
I think
bring.
if you just have a look at Twitter or Instagram, any of those, and the website will be on there. Or my link, it's in my link tree.
Wow, look at this. This is totally magic. Look at this
What's
layout.
happened?
This looks amazing. Wow, I
Well,
am so creative.
I'm
Don't
only
you love this?
seeing me and Pablo. I can see Rosella, Chantal,
No,
and
no.
I can see
No,
something. You,
I see Louise Poppy. I see
uh,
you. I see Around
uh,
the World with ChantalTV. This is great. This is how I'm going to continue. This is
have
like
you got
fantastic. This looks
three screens? Yeah, awesome.
four screens. Four screens.
Oh, four. Oh.
Sorry, I'm also still very wondered. So one last thing before we end
Yes.
this. What are you thankful for?
I am thankful for this community. That is what I'm really thankful for, because I'm a traveller and I enjoy sharing everything. When we went into lockdown, I would have just been so insular. So this has actually really expanded my world as well. Yeah, Holly, yeah, yeah. So this has
I think
expanded my world as well. So as far as current thankfulness, but apart from that, I'm just thankful for all the people I have in my life.
that is so nice. So, guys, you are all
I do,
being
Raina. Yeah.
thanked. You're all
Uh-huh.
being thanked by Louise. And hereby, I want to thank you, Louise, and
Oh,
wish you
thank you.
a lot of success here on HAPS and on all Periscope and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Reddit and with all the tours. And I hope you can soon fly to your family in Japan.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
And
thank you.
we're gonna be chatting soon off screen, or
Okay.
maybe we can do this now and then, like just to
Yeah. Yeah.
update
It's
what's
great.
going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or I
Yeah.
come in
Okay.
your broadcast. I come say hello from Paris with the
Yes.
Eiffel Tower.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So, ngā mihi, everybody. That's thank you and kia ora and ka kite
and
anō. See you again.
see you soon. Bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye. So guys, this was wonderful. This was Louise from New Zealand, and I'm trying to get the
Yes.
pictures. Here it is.
How do
Like,
I? Oh, thanks,
I don't
Holly.
know if you
Yeah.
can still. I don't know if you can still
Can you take me
hear
out?
her,
Yeah.
but it's just.
How do I
If
get
you just
myself out? I will close down and then come back, okay?
okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, this is really funny. Nice try. This was so fun. Okay, guys, this is just the first of the four. And thank you so much, Louise. We're gonna go. I'm already laughing and smiling because this is actually really fun. And sorry if I'm not keeping up with the comments because they scroll by, but it is like I try to have the screens and then go to the left. Here I see I'm thankful for you, Chantal, and your tribe. Oh, that's nice. And whoever are now my forever friends. Amazing to have such affection for others from afar. Oh, that's so sweet, Peggy. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. That's great. And I also love all of you there and my Reddit friends, but I can't see the Reddit friends. Um, okay, time for let me just push all sorts of yeah, I have Louise paper here, so I'm going to move that. Bye, Louise. So my next guest is one of my first friends on Periscope. We met several times in real life. Our first meeting was November 13th, 2015, a day to never forget and always remember. We are both now totally stuck in a total lockdown. Let me introduce you. The wonderful writer, yoga instructor, because she's a lot, and above storyteller, Rosella Canavari. Woo!
Hey, Chantal.
Welcome. Hold on.
I'm
You
disappeared.
disappeared. Yeah, you disappeared. You're back.
Here I am again.
Welcome. How are you?
But it's fantastic here. I see the backhand, all the directing stuff,
Yeah, you see all the magic.
all the magic tricks here.
The tips and the tricks from the broadcast studio from HAPS. That's why I am inviting you all to HAPS, so that I have every week new people, so they can all see what's going on behind the scenes. And hopefully you also going to continue in HAPS, because it is really a wonderful platform. And what I really like is Reddit as well. There's also Reddit part of it. So and as you can see, because I'm looking at my computer screen, but you are below me, so it is not a problem that I'm talking down. Normally I should be talking like this, but now I can just talk down.
Yeah, the same here. But if I touch something, can I change, or you have the power?
I have the power. No, I don't know. I try to touch something. Touch something. Let's see what happens.
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. You don't have the power. I think I can give you a director a director button, and then you could do something. So there is a way to do that. I see Louise is back. Hi, Louise. Louise is back and just talking to us. But anyway, so Rosella, tell me,
Oh, we
how are you doing? And
okay.
what?
They're saying that they can also switch. It's very professional, incredible.
Yeah, it's super professional.
Hmm?
Somebody says you love IKEA. Who loves IKEA? I don't like IKEA. Anyway, we go back to you. So
Yeah.
Rosella, tell me, what have you been doing lately, and what are you live streaming about? Because people just like to know who you are.
I don't live stream very often lately because I am working. I think I am the only, one of the few lucky people that find a work during COVID period. I've started to work for the Italian Red Cross, sending just a curricula, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy. I work
You're
for the
sending what?
a CV, a curricula.
Okay. Yeah.
And I work for the communication office of the
Very
Red
good.
Cross. And so I've started to work, and it's very difficult. Also, we are on lockdown, and I usually like to go live when I travel. I like to show, something like a city, art, exhibitions, food. So I don't go live very often lately.
No, but
Sometimes I cook.
what did you say?
So, can you hear me? Because my
Yeah.
connection is a little bit unstable, maybe. Can you
Yeah,
hear
no,
me?
sometimes your voice falls away, but that's why I'm like, excuse me, sorry. It's like this very old-fashioned, telephone. Yeah, what did you say? Yeah. You're writing a book, you said.
Yeah. Next year, February 2021, is going to come out my fifth book, fifth
Your
novel.
fifth novel already. Wow. I say, look
Yeah.
at this. I'm just playing again with the screen.
You have done a beautiful banner. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're so photogenic, lovely lady. But it's going to be your fifth book, so it's going to come out in February. And what is it about?
It's a novel. It's not a novel. This one, it's more a thriller.
Ooh.
And yeah, but it's just in Italian. I'm sorry. So far, it's just in Italian, and so I'm sorry because when I broadcast, I usually speak in English, and my audience is mainly English speakers. I don't have a wide Italian follow. Now we are.
Now we're back in two. Yeah. So, but you wrote books before, and they are in English available. Yeah.
Yeah, the second one, No Panic, and the fourth one, Life Refound, they are in English also on Amazon, of course. You can buy it on Amazon.
Oh, on Amazon.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow. It's really funny. I see us basically over 3 screens. With you, with lots of people.
Oh, there's Mike. Mike tends to travel. Hi, Mike.
Yeah. So we're all over the place. So this is good. We are a very hapsy. We're a hapstree spreading here out and and making the best of it. So they're all watching on your channel now. So which is great. So you have to continue to go with haps. But anyway, so yeah. So your book is coming out in Italian. You were telling me as well, there is a whole concept around launching the book.
Yeah, in fact, I am now creating a podcast in Italian around the topic of the book, and
Mm-hmm.
which is very exciting. I've never done
Mm-hmm.
a podcast before. I usually prefer live streaming. Live streaming. Hi, Mike. I see a lot of comments, but they are very quick. A lot of people, and so it's difficult to keep up with them. And I usually prefer live streaming. I usually prefer, video. But this is my first experience with podcast, with audio, and I love it so far. It's going to be 8 stories around the topic of the new happy families. So every kind of family in Italy, it's quite. We are very, we have the church, the Pope. So it's a very traditional country, and I'm going to interview also kids born from the insemination.
The IVF, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Kids born in different families, like, for example, gay family, lesbian families. Something may be very normal for other countries, but in Italy, it's still quite something.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm very excited.
Oh wow. That is like that's a big work then. Did you already start to record the podcast or
Yeah.
oh what happened? Hello, you're back.
Oh,
Stella, you're back. I think it is because I saw Andrew already joining, so he's in the back end. You're
oh,
not live yet, Andrew. Lost connection a bit. That's why you're there. I
you know why, Chantal? Because in Italy now, during the lockdown, we are all on lockdown, and our internet connection is going little bit slower than usual because we all are connected all the time.
oh wow.
I think we have a kind of problem with connection. Rosella, you speak a very good English. Thank you very much, Ronald. Thank you.
I really love all these people here. I'm so sorry, everybody. Like I see Yo already. I see Andrew has already joined. This is so much fun, you guys. Yeah, stick around. Yo, we're gonna be live soon, and Andrew is there. But anyway, did we answer now? I've Because I'm mixing up all my questions, or maybe I didn't even ask any.
Sorry.
Question. What would be the first place to be for you to travel to when it's safe to fly around the world again?
That's a good question. I've heard Louise, she will go to Japan. I'm not sure because there are so many places I want to go. For example, I miss Asia a lot. I miss Asia. I miss Bali. I miss, Thailand. I really would love to go back to Asia. I miss United States. I miss Spain. I miss I miss the world. I miss to travel, Chantal.
You miss Paris.
You know, we're stuck at home. I've never been so stuck in all my life. I guess maybe when I was a kid, really.
Yeah. No, it's really I was talking even with my husband about it the other day, and it's like, oh my god, we really need to go to New Zealand again, because also our parents, my dad is in Thailand and my in-laws are in New Zealand. They're all getting older. We are basically locked up this whole year already. Daughter is in Thailand, in Montreal. I can't even remember who's where.
And you know what, Chantal? Before COVID,
Yeah.
I planned to go to Montreal again for a couple of months because I don't know if I told you,
No, you didn't.
because I wanted to go there for as a volunteer, working for this Italian organization that is held in Montreal.
Yeah.
And so I planned to go there, but then with the COVID, it was impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think like now, if you really wanted to do it, you can enter soon again. But you have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I think eventually they're gonna let people in again in Canada, and that way they become a little bit more relaxed. But yeah, no, yeah, we have to wait. We have to wait. It will come back, I'm sure. We just got really good news in Paris that at least we can move 20 kilometers away from our house for 3 hours. We're not stuck anymore to 1 kilometer from our house. So we see the numbers are getting better. We can move out, and they're starting to vaccinate here in France by the
Ah,
end of December. Yeah, the weaker people. And yeah, so that was really good news tonight. So I at least I'm a little bit relieved there that
yeah.
something is going to happen. Um, well, then I have to ask you as well. What are you thankful for, particular in 2020?
I know maybe it's not so. It's weird, but 2020 for me was one of the best and the worst year of my life. I've started to work for the Red Cross. I found the job of my life, because this is more than a job. It's like a mission. I don't know. I wrote my fifth book. I I became a yoga teacher.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm grateful for everything, and also for, because this pain, this situation, um, how can I say, allowed me to go inside deeper,
That's
to,
yeah.
you know,
To go explore yourself a little bit more than what
yeah,
you normally in a very rushed way would do, because I think we got to a standstill which made us go inside.
yeah, I could think about my roots, about my family, about my life, what I've done so far, a lot of things. So I think it's was a very, very important year for all of us, for the entire planet. I see, I'm disappear. I see myself
I
now.
know. I suddenly got like a journalist here in in the broadcast that I was like, he should not be in here. And I'm like, where did he come from? Anyway, anyway, yeah, no, but that's nice that you say, like, so you see it as a very positive, as a positive. You
Negative
took,
and positive.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
There is the yin and the yang, the black and the white, the good and the bad, but was very, very deep. Was
yeah,
not a superficial year, at
yeah,
least.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just giggling because you didn't want to scare me, and I'm just like giggling here. It's the first time I'm doing this with all this behind the scenes stuff. But anyway, Rosella, yeah, make a picture. Let
I
me smile.
so I can post it.
Yeah, post it, guys. Post it behind the scene with us. Like I do the same. It looks amazing. Anyway, yeah, so everybody can see now what your name is. So it's Rosella Canavari here on Habs. And then when they click on all the buttons, they can find you on Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, Instagram. So that is a very good help. Rosella Canavari. You can also Google her and find her fantastic books on Amazon. And I want to say thank you so much for joining, because I have the next one waiting. I'm just going and going and going. I'm so excited about this. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chantal. You're very energetic as always. You're very technological, and thank you very much for this. I'm happy to have found these apps, and I will try them.
Continue.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, no, and please, like launch a show, use it for your podcast, use it for your books, have everybody sponsor you here, and fantastic. Thank you so much, Rosella. I see you soon behind the scenes.
yeah.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao, everybody. Ciao.
And she's gone. I had two lovely guests, Louise from New Zealand, Rosella from Milano in Italy. I think I totally forgot to say she's from Italy. Yes, it's a great tool for promotions as well. Um, and we're gonna be introducing the new guest. Yeah, we need a little bit of testosterone. Too many girls now. We need a little bit of testosterone. So here goes my Rosella little sheet, and off. So my next guest is probably most well known by my viewers from Periscope, walking around Hong Kong, where he took us to the best places to have lunch. And just before the pandemic hit, he relocated in the States and is now based in Washington, D.C. Let me introduce you. Are you ready, Andrew, to come in? Because I see Andrew there. Yeah, he's ready to come in. So, Penguin 6, Andrew Layden. I'm making the applause. Hi, Andrew.
Oh, this is really cool. It's like a reverse image for me. So I'm seeing myself in stereo.
Yeah. Wow. I love the backgrounds, your famous crossing that you film sometimes, no?
Yeah, it's something to look at. It's not quite the same as the skyline of Hong Kong, but it's got motion.
Yeah, and I think like what the story is so amazing, but we're gonna come back to that one. First, how are you?
We're getting by. We're getting by. The kids are into what's called hybrid mode now, where they take a week at school and then a week at home. But now, of course, with the Thanksgiving holidays, they're offline, and they'll take another whole week offline after the holidays, followed by a COVID test. And if they're clean, they'll be back in the school again. Week on, week off. Yeah.
Wow. So they're taking every second week a COVID test.
No, just they took one at the beginning, and then after the Thanksgiving holidays, because so many families are going to be traveling that they're going to have to do another test. Situation is not improving in the DC area, so we're 50-50 as to whether or not they'll be back at all before Christmas.
Oh wow, yeah, because you guys are a little bit, well, quite a bit behind us, I think, because we are just getting out of this now that we are moving a step. We are releasing a little bit, so we can start shopping again. Yahoo! We can do Christmas shopping. We have to be home by 9, though. The curfew is coming back in place, but we can do that. But yeah, that traveling, that is, I think that is a dangerous one. But can you tell me a little bit, because there are quite a few people here, I think that that maybe have never seen you, or maybe they did. When you live stream, what do you live stream?
I usually just go for a walk. That's how it started with Periscope. I used to walk every day. In Hong Kong, I would walk 12, 15 miles because it was so easy to do. And it gets rather boring, to be honest. There's no one to talk to, and you just listen to podcasts all day. So then I started live streaming with Periscope, and suddenly I was walking with hundreds of other people, and they were asking me questions about Hong Kong, and it just went from there.
Oh wow! So and when you relocated, so when you came back from Hong Kong back to Washington, how long was that before COVID started?
It was about a year. So we had a solid year or so of normalcy, for lack of a better word. And then it kicked off the next time. But it's crazy. I mean, it's been we left Hong Kong just before the protest took place, and everybody was like, "Oh, you must be so glad to have left Hong Kong because of the tear gas." And then the COVID hit, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you certainly grab it." Now it's changed. Hong Kong has done an excellent job at managing the virus. They've had 5,000 cases total out of 7.5 million people, and that right now they've had. Yesterday they had 60 cases, which is considered a massive outbreak, and they're cracking down hard to try to trace all those cases.
Wow. And are mask mandatory there?
In Hong Kong,
Yeah.
I wouldn't actually say mandatory. You have to understand, this is not Hong Kong's first rodeo when it comes to viruses. We lived, sorry, I'm slipping here.
Yeah.
We lived through the SARS virus. We lived through bird flu. We lived through H1N1. Public health, public hygiene is very paramount in Hong Kong. People wear masks in Hong Kong whenever they're sick, kind of Asians. Let me just fix my chair.
Yeah.
And they sanitize in public. They do all the things that the Western countries are now doing. And in addition, they don't really trust the government. So when the government was telling them all is well, they were like, "Nah, you're full of it." So
really?
they took everything with a grain of salt, and they demanded that the borders be closed, the border to China, to the point that there was actually some terrorist incidents where the people of Hong Kong were sabotaging the train tracks between Hong Kong and China, forcing the government to shut down. In fact, the doctors also went on strike and said, "We're not going to work in the hospitals unless you close the borders."
Oh,
The
wow.
government actually, the government acquiesced. So right now, nobody can get into Hong Kong unless you're a resident. So I go back, I am a resident. I have a 2-week mandatory enforced GPS quarantine, locked in a hotel
GPS
room.
quarantine. Wow.
Yeah, they give you a special bracelet that talks to your phone, and anytime you move outside of your apartment, it sends an alert to the police. And if they find you outside your apartment, then they take you to a government quarantine center, which is not quite as nice. And
wow.
You serve the rest of your quarantine there, and you're also fined, a significant fine.
Oh, wow. So it's like they really imprison you then. But do you think in the short term you will go back to Hong Kong with the family?
Oh yeah, we'll actually be back there this summer.
wow.
We have green cards, for lack of a permanent residency in Hong Kong. That requires us to be in Hong Kong every so often. So we'll be back. We'll be back to visit pretty soon. We were actually trying to go last summer, and then we were trying to go at Christmas, and then of course COVID took over.
Yeah, but when you go for the summer, you go then the kids go in school, or it's just for a nice long holiday?
No, we're going to have to go. Well, we'll have 2 weeks of quarantine, and then we'll have a couple of weeks of holiday.
Oh wow!
And we'll see how the situation is come May, June. Hopefully, we'll be vaccinated by then.
Oh wow! Hey, and how challenging is it to go through a pandemic with teenagers at home? They are teenagers, yeah, your sons.
Yeah, the tweens and teens. Yeah, it's actually probably a lot easier for them than it was for us going through like a blizzard. You may recall when we were kids and there was a significant snowstorm. You had a week off school, and you got what we called cabin fever. You just went nuts because you'd stayed inside. But now, for example, my youngest is right over here. He's playing a video game with all his friends. He's talking to them, chatting with them. They see each other virtually online every day. They get by.
Oh, wow.
Thankfully, neither one of them is dating yet. So.
He is or not? No.
No, they're not.
Yeah. Oh, they're not. Maybe, who knows? You don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm a computer geek.
You don't know what happens there virtually, Andrew. Yeah. I wouldn't, you cannot be totally sure about that. Yeah. So when will you be celebrating Thanksgiving?
Where or when?
Well, when? I think Thursday, no?
Yeah, Thursday. It's actually my son's birthday tomorrow, so tomorrow is his birthday.
Oh, and, happy birthday. And I hope you have it all organized and everything ordered online.
Yeah, pretty much. And then I think Thursday we're gonna go out to the country, our country place. I actually was out there earlier, and I pre-positioned a turkey in the country house because I didn't think if I go out Thursday and all the stores are closed, I need to have a turkey. So I went out today, put a turkey in the fridge.
Oh, that's nice.
So we'll head out of the city and go out there.
And how big
is your turkey?
How big is your turkey? It's a very,
You know,
sorry, I'm Dutch. We don't know like Thanksgiving. So
well,
like how
you know,
big is
the
your
guide is a
turkey?
pound to a pound and a half per person is the guide.
Yeah.
But you can't find a turkey in America under 10 pounds or 12 pounds. They're just, you know, we do it big.
Yeah.
In fact, the turkey I bought was 12 pounds, which is the
Yeah.
size of a big bowling ball. But
Wow.
most of the turkeys I saw at the store today were 24 pounds, something like that, which is what, 48 kilos, 50 kilos? No, it's the other way around.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah, 14 kilos.
24
Yeah,
pounds is like
12
11
kilos.
kilos.
Yeah, 11,
Yeah,
12
12
kilos.
kilos. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
it's
how
still
many pounds is
ridiculous.
yours, you said?
12. So we'll be eating turkey
12.
for a few days.
6 kilos. Normally, like when I eat with my husband, we eat like 150 grams of chicken a person.
I know, it's nuts. But it's what
It's like crazy.
all you can buy. Usually, actually, to be honest, we usually get a duck. We usually head into Chinatown on Thanksgiving and grab a duck.
Yeah.
So we have turkey and duck. And this is funny.
Turkey.
Turkey is not really eaten that much in Asia. It's not really a
No.
common bird. And we
Yeah.
once had a Thanksgiving in Hong Kong, and turkeys and so the turkey I bought today was about $1 a pound, so it was like $11, $12. Turkey I bought in Hong
That's so
Kong,
cheap. That's so cheap.
yeah, well, it's
Wow.
time. But the ones I bought in Hong Kong were, I would buy like a 10-pound turkey for $70, 70 US, something like that, 60, 70 US,
Wow.
because it was just they had to be shipped in from America.
Oh,
Once we
wow.
actually for Thanksgiving, so we invited, everybody in Hong Kong has a maid, usually from the Philippines or from Indonesia.
Yeah.
So one Thanksgiving, we invited all the maids over to have a turkey dinner with us,
Yeah.
and most of them had never really had turkey. So we gave them a piece of turkey, and they're like very polite. Well, it's good, sir. Thank you. Very nice. And then our maid came out with the spicy hot Asian sauce from the Philippines. They said, try it with this. They put it on. They're like, oh, it's really good now. And they just started gobbling it up with the spicy sriracha.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah. Have you ever seen this app before behind the
No,
scenes?
no. I've seen
Community?
your links for it. I've seen your links for
Yeah.
it occasionally, but I haven't actually come in and play with it until last night. Started popping it up.
What is your first impression?
It's pretty cool.
Totally honest. You can be totally honest.
It has what people are looking for in a news production app with overlays, split screens, things like that. Things that are lacking from, well, for example, Periscope, which has sort of become stationary in its development. It's kind of lagging. So these are the things people want to have for the next generation. It's fascinating. After the election, when Trump was downtown, he was still holed up in the White House. I walked out into Black Lives Matter Plaza, and that is right across from the White House. And I looked, the entire street was filled predominantly with foreign journalists who don't have accreditation to get into the White House itself. And 50% of them were doing their broadcasts from phones. And it was just absolutely amazing for me to see. They had tripods, they had lighting, they had microphone rigs, but in the end, they had a little phone up there. And I was like, wow, we really are seeing where news is heading.
Exactly. That is what is totally fascinating for me as well to see. Like, like the things that are happening now in Paris. The other day we had also the memorials of the terrorist attacks and stuff. It's only phones. But it's just like they're all connected to amazing tripods and a lot of women as well. Women walking around with the devices, which I think is very interesting. I can't hear you. You were saying something.
Oh yeah, it muted. I was yelling at my kid.
oh, that's okay. That's okay because I think my next guest will have a baby probably coming in the broadcast.
But it's an interesting thing is that you don't need a production crew anymore to go live. I've seen this in China where journalists have just had a selfie stick and done a broadcast with this stuff because, when I was a kid, if you wanted to do a live, you had a giant van with a 30-foot aerial with a microwave relay that had to be pointed back and, a guy in the van and a guy on the camera, and now this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is, but we still, when the whole pandemic hit, I did see that the TV crews, they were kind of simple broadcasting, like if it was from phones and in the living room, but then still they had the big satellites outside to broadcast all the stream. So I don't know why that was, but probably
I think
because
it's
it
just
couldn't.
bandwidth still. Bandwidth. I was at President Bush's funeral, the older one, which is at the National Cathedral, which is just next door. And I saw a TV crew out there, and one of them had, the USB dongles, the little LTE USB keys. Yeah. He had 6 of them. He had 6 of them paired together in a hub. And between this, and then they were bound together, they were banded together digitally. So he was guaranteed like a certain bandwidth back to his front office. And he was able to
Wow.
send, high definition video back to his office via a USB dongle. It's really
Oh,
cool.
wow. That's pretty amazing. Hey, and Andrew, I'm also going to ask you the following question. What are you thankful for?
The end of this year. It can't come soon enough.
That's a very good answer. Yeah.
I think actually, I just saw this morning that I don't know if you ever saw the movie 2001, Stanley Kubrick's film about aliens and whatnot, and they found this giant monolith on the moon, and the monolith led them to like all sorts of chaos. Well, they just found a monolith in Utah this morning. A helicopter crew. Yeah, it was bizarre. It was in the BBC's website, and I was just like, why not? It's 2020. Why not have a giant unexplained monolith appear in the middle of the desert of Utah or something like that? So yeah, actually, I tweeted that earlier today. Yeah.
Oh, really? Don't you think it has to do with the circles in the that somebody maybe placed it there, or
some artist or something? But it was found by a remote survey crew in a helicopter. I mean, they're doing like a survey. And they're like, what's that? And then they landed and they took pictures. And they're like, we have no idea.
Oh, wow.
That's like very 2020.
Yeah. Do you recognize, can you read the comments? Do you see anybody you know?
Oh, yeah. I see a few people there. Yeah. I see Yo Pickles, who I haven't seen in a long time. She used to be a Periscoper out of Korea. And,
she moved to America. Not to America, to Australia. She's the next guest. And she got married and has a baby.
Yeah. I think I saw that on some of her social media. Congratulations on being a parent. You picked the craziest time to become a parent, I would say.
Or maybe the most relaxed time. I should ask her that.
It was interesting because I was doing a quick stat, and there was a piece in the New York Times about a month ago, and it said parenting was never supposed to be a solo 24/7 job. There was always someone to help. There was always a community of support. There was school. There was something. There was always a break. And parents today aren't getting a break. And so I was actually working out the numbers. I was like, when the kids were in school, I saw them 2 hours in the morning, they were gone. I saw them 5 hours at night, and of course they slept. Now I see them all day. There's no break. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I also think it's a moment to subconsciously treasure because it will never happen again.
Oh, yeah.
So you're like,
well, that's
bring those damn kids to school,
Well, it's like, I need to go for my walk.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But my sister once posted, she's like, calling on my fellow introverts, reach out to the extroverts because they're probably feeling really bad right now, locked down without any contact. Yeah. And she's like, I'm ready for this. I've been ready for this all my life.
Yeah. Well, this was very nice to talk to you, Andrew. Sure. This was the second
Stay safe
time.
Over there.
Yeah, stay safe there. Like, I think you guys are gonna get it now. Like, hold strong, hold the fort. Make sure nothing bizarre happens there on that crossing when Biden or anybody's coming.
You'd be amazed at what we see out this crossing. It's just.
Yeah, I quickly want to say as well, guys. So Andrew lived a floor below, and recently he moved the floor up.
Yeah, new view.
New view. I think that is That's amazing how you just moved all your stuff from one floor to the other floor. You live a floor higher.
Yeah, it was a very crazy. It was the quick side story is that because of the pandemic, rent prices on nicer buildings have crashed,
Yeah.
and we noticed that this floor was 20% cheaper than what we were paying. So we said, can we renegotiate our lease to have the same price as upstairs? And they're like, oh, no, only new tenants can get that. And they're like, but if you moved upstairs, you'd be a new tenant. And I was just like, fine, I'll move upstairs and save 20%.
Wow. So that's what you did. And there you are with an amazing view.
Yeah.
And I hope not too many accidents. I'm looking there and I'm like, I see the cars passing. No, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's rush hour now.
It's rush hour. Wow. It's not too bad. Hey, but thank you so much, Andrew. I'm going to show you also. I also made you a little picture. Let me just make it in a little thing like that.
It's funny.
You see?
So those photographs that sometimes I don't do a lot of selfies, but I do take a selfie every time I get a haircut, because then I remember when was the last time I got a haircut, because I have a photo of it.
Yeah.
And actually 20 minutes before I came on here, I just cut my own hair.
But you look very similar to the picture.
Yeah, well, when your hair is this short and this thin, it's not that hard.
Oh, no, but it's a compliment.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon, and we chat soon. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes. Look, it all fades in and fades out, and fantastic. Yes, we're back. Sorry, guys. Habs is trying to democratize journalism. Sorry if I'm not totally looking so well at the comments. Oh, I see lots of comments. Can you mute? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just seeing messages. Tell me when I can call in. You can call in. Look. Yo Pickles wants to call in. She could have called in already before, because you could have been in the back end. No problem. Because it's Yo Pickles, well, Chelsea's time. We're ready for Yo Pickles. Me too. But I don't see her. Is she somewhere? I don't see Yo Pickles yet. I only see oh, yes, something is happening from Australia. All my little I see Yo Pickles in the background here. All my questions. It doesn't totally go as planned, but I do have a little bit of a direction. Here she is. So guys, she's gone again. She keeps going in and out. Chelsea. Connection issues. Uh-oh. I think her son, her little baby son, just hijacked her. Mom, don't leave me. I'm working still and listening at the same time. We may be in a COVID crisis in Iran, but wait, I'm trying to read it.
I'm back.
Ah, yes, we have Chelsea. Yo Pickles back. We are transporting now to Australia, and to be precise, Brisbane. We have been following everything of her in the last 5 years on Periscope, living in Korea, tattooing around the world, getting married, and the latest addition, a wonderful little baby, Leo. Let me see if you're coming in. It doesn't. Yes, there you are.
Hi.
Hi.
It seems like you've done your homework. You like just said my whole life there in the last 5 years. That's awesome.
Exactly, but I've been following it.
Well,
I've been following it. I even met you once in real life.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't remember, but I do.
Yeah.
Was it Snap Habs? No, it was like Periscope, it was Busker.
Maybe Periscope Summit or something with Busker, maybe.
Yeah, busker. I think you were there with the busker people in London. I think that's
Ah, yes.
where you were.
Yes. It was at
So that must have been 2016,
yes.
maybe. So
I had a very, very
just to
crazy year in 2016. That's like when my whole life changed. So
it changed in 2016. Wow.
2016 is when, yeah, well, it's when I met James. It's when I started doing lots of traveling and doing like the Periscope Summit was right before that, and like doing like doing talks around like the world and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice memories. So are people, so your social media name is Yo Pickles. Are they calling you Chelsea or are they calling you Yo? Because I was calling you Yo, but obviously your name is Chelsea. How are they calling you?
I go by Yo Pickles on social media. There's kind of a story to it that it's a kind of a strange name, but yeah, I go by Yo Pickles. We had a community for anti-bullying. It's called the Yo Army. So you see Yo Butt Butts in there. I see Yo Butt Butt. There's a few people that have a Yo in their name, and that's just the anti-bullying community, the Yo Army.
Oh, wow.
So my nickname is Pickles. So yeah, it just ended up being Yo Pickles. But you can call me Chelsea if you want. Hi, Mel.
No, I call you Yo Pickles.
I'm mommy now, so it's like everything's. I haven't even like said the word Yo Pickles in the last like couple months because I'm just mummy. So
yeah, but you are mummy. You are a mummy,
Yo Pickles,
and that is a Yo Pickle mummy with a tiny little.
I'm trying to figure out my new name, and I need to do a new name there. Yo Mama.
Mommy Yo Pickle. Yo Mama. Oh, hey, but so what have you what before you became mama? We're gonna come to that later in the conversation. But what have you been live streaming about before you became mama?
I was doing lots of traveling before mommy life, but also doing lots of shows and things like we had like the back in 2016 and even back. We were doing the talent stuff. We had a talent show, which would be really cool to do a talent show on HAPS, I feel like. It's one of my ideas I was thinking about. Maybe we could do something with talent now. And then I also had a tattoo show. As you know, I have lots of tattoos. So I did some tattoo interviews and tattoo, like just answering questions. And we had Pass the Tat, which was the tattoo show we did on Periscope. But yeah, I kind of broadcasted about a lot of different things. Being a blonde living in Korea, traveling around like just in foreign countries like that was like where I kind of started, just going live and just showing like the life that I was living. But yeah, things have changed in the last year. I haven't really been doing anything with life.
Yeah, exactly. What has been the situation in Australia? Because now you are in Brisbane, yeah? So you are in Brisbane. How has been the COVID situation there? Have you been in a lockdown? Is it back to normal life? Like, what is going on there?
Yeah, well, back in March, we went into a lockdown, and it was about, I don't remember exactly how long it was, because as a new mom, even though Penguin 6 was saying it's the worst time to have a baby, it was actually really good to have a baby then, because I couldn't leave anyways, and I got, like, James had off work, even though that was like scary. He had off and he got to like have the first 3 months with Leo as well. But yeah, we were in lockdown for a little bit, and we were just allowed to go to the grocery store, like that kind of like what you guys were in. But since it's like gone away, like we're back. I feel like we're back to normal life. Like the shopping plazas are full, and like you have like the stations and stuff to sanitize your hands everywhere. But it seems like it's back to normal here. We don't really have any cases here, so where I'm at in Queensland, they're doing very well. And Melbourne and Sydney, they had some lockdown. Melbourne was really bad and had some lockdown, but yeah, where I'm at, we've been very fortunate. I don't even really wear masks or anything. Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow, that's quite amazing. So when is Leo exactly born? Which month?
January. So when Leo was born,
yeah,
that was when Australia was like on fire with the bushfires, and I was like, oh my gosh, what kind of world is Leo being born into? I was so scared.
Wow.
It was like smoke everywhere in Australia, and you could smell it from in our house. We had to keep our windows shut and everything. So I was like, oh my gosh, what kind of world? And then yeah, Corona happened.
Oh wow, that's pretty, pretty scary.
I think it's cool though when he's older, he's going to remember, you know, like 2020, the year of his birth, is very interesting, life
But
changing.
can I give you another fact that the mothers that were pregnant in 2001 during 9/11, they
Yeah.
all gave birth in 2002, and their kids graduated in 2020, so they had no graduation. So those
Oh,
kids, they have a very, very weird,
yeah.
interesting. Like, and my friend who has a child like that, she's like, they are the most complicated children. They're born in 2002. The mother was pregnant during that 9/11, and now
Yeah.
in the pandemic they couldn't do their high school graduation. It's
Crazy.
really, really, yeah, that's really crazy. But anyway, so how's the little one doing? How is it to be a mother?
Yeah, it's good. It's definitely a new adventure. Like, I love adventure, and this has been very interesting. But yeah, I love being a mom, and Leo is such a good boy, and he's like, there hasn't really been any issues except like eating at the very beginning, but like he's like so well behaved. He can, like, we could just go out and like go do things, and he's not like crazy. So it's been very easy, and I feel very fortunate. But yes, it's been really good being
So
a
he's
mom.
all healthy and he's growing
Yes.
well and he's teething well. And you told me.
Yes, he's
He's
got 2 teeth, and it's been another milestone adventure. But yes,
That's nice. So
yeah,
will he be part of your live stream adventures? And did it change your perspective on social media, like
yeah.
having a baby? Yeah.
Well, I feel like even though I love my community and everybody still follows, I can go on, like, I haven't really been broadcasting that much since I'm trying to, like, just enjoy being mom right now. But like whenever I pop on, the community's still there. I just feel like I might need to rebrand myself a little bit if I'm gonna do stuff with Leo. Just because the people that are following me are followed, like, not everybody, but like, it's travel, it's me being crazy, wearing a pirate hat, jumping around, and I can't really do that with Leo right now. But yeah, I want to bring them on. There's a few apps, like I'm on Live Me, or I was on Live Me, that won't let you bring kids on, and you'll get flagged and like kicked off if it, like, it reads their face and sees that there's kids on, which is really good,
Wow.
especially for like protecting them online. But yeah, I think Periscope is good. I have also thought a few things, like maybe I could do some kind of vlogging thing with him. It's just, I can't even find time to take a shower. So how can I find time to like live stream or edit some videos? So right now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not in that stage yet where you're like, you have to hide his face, or like he it's still okay. He's little
Yeah.
enough, and yeah, that's
I want
nice.
to bring him on more. I have a few people, like, I don't really care about the comments, but a few people, like, when I do bring him on Periscope, people are like, you shouldn't show your kids, and he doesn't have a choice, and so annoying.
There is always the mommy police. You shouldn't get intimidated by the mommy police.
No,
You are the
no,
mom.
yeah,
You
I just
know,
think it,
you know what to do, and
I'm not doing
trust
anything
your
crazy. I don't go on like naked or anything. I don't bring him in the bathtub and stuff like that. It's if that's
No.
like what people are saying. But yeah.
Exactly. No, just trust your instinct what's right. So what will be the first place for you to travel to when flying around the world is allowed again? Because I can kind of imagine you're American, yes?
Yeah, we were supposed to actually fly out, like, when we got Leo's passport when he was 2 weeks old, and we were going to fly out like when he was still itty bitty and easy to go on the airplane. Luckily, we didn't buy our tickets. But yes, my family hasn't met Leo yet, and I haven't seen my family in over a year, and some of my friends since my wedding in 2018. So yeah, I probably, if we're allowed and when we're allowed, even though I'm not planning on going anytime soon because America has a lot of cases and stuff. But yes, probably America, definitely.
And oh, that's nice. And also Australia has the nice weather at the moment because it's the other way around. So I would spend some nice time now.
Stuck in Australia. I'm very fortunate to be here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how will you be celebrating Thanksgiving in Australia with your American family?
Well, I was going to do some kind of like with just my neighbors and people that have never done Thanksgiving before. But I ran out of time getting my turkey, and it's tomorrow, and I probably will start the tradition tomorrow. Maybe we'll go live with something.
Oh yeah, because of course it's already Wednesday morning for you, so it is tomorrow. But you can also think like, oh, it's like 3/4 of a day behind, so you can delay the turkey a little bit.
Maybe we can just not do turkey and just do something else. When I was living in Korea, they didn't really have turkey.
Barbecue.
Yeah, maybe we can do barbecue or meat pies or something Australian. But yeah, they don't really celebrate. It's an American holiday, so I just had to like do it with us. I do want Leo to have like the American culture, so we will be doing Thanksgiving in our lifetime in the future.
Well, he doesn't totally realize that anyway at this stage.
Not yet.
What do you think? What are you thankful for?
I'm definitely thankful for James and Leo and the family that I do have here in Australia, like, and of course my community on live streaming and all my friends I've met over, especially during these times. It's good to have like an outlet to like see people and talk to people, and maybe the people that are stuck at home and they can't go out. I'm thankful for like Haps and Periscope and all these platforms as well. So being able to just go on.
That's very nice, Yo Pickles. I call you Yo Pickles. So guys, you have to wait. I have made like this, like also a nice graphic of Yo Pickles. So I'm just also going to show that. So you know, like there you go, around the world with ChantalTV, and there is Yo Pickles.
Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah.
So make sure to follow.
Haps has some cool stuff going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's nice to see this. Are you on your phone or are you on the computer?
I'm on my computer.
Okay, so you see all the behind the scene things here going on.
It's a bit going crazy. I have to like get used to it because it's like so much going on back here. But yeah, it's really good. I could definitely see some. It makes my FOMO boil up, and like I want to like do my shows. So if I gotta find time,
exactly.
I gotta like start making some plans or something.
Exactly. No, but this way you can ease back into it. You know, like with the help of Haps, and you can develop any show you like, and we all gonna watch it, and we all gonna follow it. And
good.
And you know what is nice as well? They have a monetization.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I got hooked up the first broadcast I did. I was like, whoa, that was awesome. I got some coffees. I call it coffee money when people donate.
Exactly. That is fantastic. I'm not going to take any more time of you because I'm on my limit now, and you have to go take care of husband and son and everything.
I already did it.
But
I did it early for you, Chantal. I did everything. I even brushed my hair and put some makeup on, even though you can't even tell.
No, you look amazing. I should have noticed and said that in the beginning straight away. You look amazing because I know what I look like when after 7 months having a baby, and I know I was all over the place. I can't even remember 7 months later after the baby what happened. I sometimes look back at pictures and I'm like, what did I do?
Yeah.
Where was I?
I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm definitely trying to enjoy that because everybody always says like, oh, go so fast, and I already feel like he's gonna be 11 months next week or in a couple weeks, and it's like going so fast already. And I always hear people like, it's like a blink of the eye, they're already in high school, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta enjoy this and try to remember it and like document it on his Instagram and like trying to like do all that. So
exactly, I see still some comments here on the side. I'm trying to read them.
Yeah, there's lots of people. I see that some people are watching on Facebook. Hi, Johnny. I see you. And on Twitter and Periscope. And yes.
So here, this is an interesting. It's presenting. Chelsea, ask her to do a Wayne's World insane close-up.
Oh, Neil, what the heck? No, I don't know how to do that. That's his thing. Neil does the Wayne's World thing. I'm not very good. I'll do the insane close-up. There you go, Wayne.
I don't know what, but great. There you go, guys. And yes, I know, you're right. I see Facebook, I see Twitter, I see like all sorts happening. It is really great.
So I hooked up I have a lot of like Facebook pages and communities and I've hooked them all up, which is really cool that Haps does that because like when you can just broadcast in one place, it's so much easier. So
exactly, and that you can read all the comments in one place.
yeah, I'll have to come on and just play around now that I have everything hooked up. So
yeah, because I use Restream. It's like a paid version, but I paid nearly $50 a month just for using Restream to do this, and on Haps it's all for free. So
yeah,
this
no,
is
yeah,
great. And also
good.
Haps is now doing horizontal broadcasts.
I just got to
haven't
figure
tried.
out how to take off my exact location because I'm not sure if I like that part. How do I turn that off? Right there. How do I turn that little part off?
I think it's all in the settings on the left. So you can like
but it's okay. Now everybody knows I live in Kapalapa.
I see that I totally forgot to put my location, so it says no location. So I'm like, oh, that was not really the
I didn't have
idea.
an option to turn off my location. It just said continue. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Exactly. Hey, but I'm going to say thank you so much for joining this broadcast, and I'm going to wish you all the best with the little one. And I'm going to follow all your broadcast, like shows, whatever you're going to create, because I know you're a superstar in that. So
yeah,
I want you to do and succeed and do amazing, because I've seen maybe the pirate hat comes back, maybe it doesn't come back.
Yeah, I need to try. Yeah, I got to think of what I feel like would be good to slowly come back on. Maybe just a little talk show, like some kind of just bringing people on.
Yeah, start easy, and then you can always expand.
Yeah, the talent show takes a lot of energy and a lot of, because we had sponsors, we had all these things, so it takes a lot of time. So the talent show thing would definitely have to be after I practice again.
We also enjoy the birds that you show, so that's also fine.
Yeah, I'm on TikTok, and it seems like a lot of people are getting attention by showing just nature stuff, not just like crazy things on TikTok. So I was thinking about somehow setting up my phone to get some up close personal of some cockatoos and some birds. So we'll see. You guys might see some bird stuff. Yes.
This new career, birds.
Birds
with Yo Pickles.
Crazy bird lady.
Pickles as well. Exactly, the crazy bird lady with her cute little son. So thank you so much. So thank you so much, Yo Pickles. See you soon.
Yeah. See you soon. Thanks, Chantal. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to hang up. I'm just gonna.
She doesn't know how to hang up, but she knew how to hang up. So she left us. So now it's me all alone here at I should show. This is what we were doing. Around the World with ChantalTV. Wow, that went fast. It went fast and went not fast, but it went fast. So we had 4 amazing guests. We had Louise from New Zealand. We had Rosella from Milan. We had Andrew from Washington, D.C., in the US. We had Yo Pickles, who is in Australia. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Did you guys enjoy that? And if you don't follow me yet, you can follow me here on Haps or on Periscope or on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, anywhere. I will be anywhere, ChantalTV anywhere. So I'm going to start to work for next week on a new show for Around the World with ChantalTV, with new guests and new people and new places. Maybe at a different time, because at this moment Asia is sleeping, and I would like to have some people from Asia as well. So yeah, so I hope to see you guys next week. So make sure to subscribe here. I see so many comments coming through, and if I missed it, I apologize, because I think I'm behind with it, but my computer can't keep up with it. So I will say, I will do also my what I'm thankful for. Thank you so much, all my communities, my guests, all the people that have been sponsoring, and of course, Haps to help me produce this Around the World with ChantalTV. And I want to say thank you so much, and hopefully see you next week. Bye, everybody.